Estamos en esta ocasión en otra nueva entrevista con el Dr. John Kelsey. Dr. John Kelsey, how are you?
Very good. How are you?
Okay, very good. We are at the end of the Congress. Estamos al final del Congreso y queremos pues agradecer. Do you want to thank your interview now here? And your conference in the Congress, in the fourth Congress, en el cuarto Congreso. Dr. John es el director del Instituto International Medical University of Natural Education. Dr. John, could you please explain about the conference yesterday in the Congress? What was your message to the people yesterday?
Well, yesterday we talked about brain problems, neurological problems in adults and children, which was one of the main themes of this conference. And we talked initially about studies that showed that these things could be repaired, and that a lot of them could be repaired by using two methods. One is by using very good lifestyle, with exercise, with correct nutrition, with additional specific supplements, vitamins, minerals, fatty acids, and with specific exercises that would retrain the brain. That's the physical side of correcting problems. The other side is to reprogram the informational processes by which the brain works. And that is where the SCIO and other technological medicine devices have their contribution to make. So by combining these two parts, it's a little bit like a computer. You fix the hardware and make that very strong, and then you work with the software to make the programs work properly.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much. Bueno, esperamos que los que veáis esta retransmisión pues tengáis suficiente capacidad para entender en inglés, y si no, bueno, cualquier persona cercana os podría ayudar también en la traducción. No lo vamos a hacer porque el tiempo lo tenemos bastante limitado. I'm talking about the language. We hope that people understand you. If not, we recommend to ask to some friend or family to translate. Yes, because we have not time. We don't want when we are in an hour very difficult for all the people, because what time is 4 p.m. 4 o'clock p.m. It's what about the Immune? What about the institute? What is your strategy, or what is the
education system for health and wellness is based on some what we would call now old-fashioned or out-of-date concepts of working directly with physics and chemistry. The changes that we see happening in people who have very difficult health issues, serious conditions like Parkinson's, multiple sclerosis, chronic fatigue, is that there are a lot of areas that medicine, based on traditional education, doesn't work very well. There are a lot of successes, not perfection, but a lot of successes in using more advanced medicine based on technology and based on electromagnetic principles, amongst others. The purpose of the university is to provide an accreditation for training in these new areas. And if we counted the new techniques and processes and devices, there are probably several hundred. And they all do slightly different things and use slightly different techniques. And what we're trying to do is draw the people in who know about these technologies, who can explain both the fundamentals of these technologies, the principles, and teach how they can be safely and effectively applied. So we establish a syllabus for experts to work to, and then we have an accreditation process to ensure that therapists and doctors understand how these processes work, where they work best, to really connect them to a new way of thinking and to accredit them in that way of working.
And are you in United Kingdom?
Well, Immune is an international body, so this year we have worked at conferences and been part of conferences in Hungary, in France, this one in Spain, in June in Portugal and Mexico, in October again in Hungary. So it's a very international organization, and we have a base in Hungary, we have a cooperative arrangement in America, and the main headquarters for administration is in England.
Are there a system that people can follow by the distance of, or is the people should
come to training? There is some work that can be done through home study, through web-based learning, and that's part of it. Our experience is that classroom teaching is very important. Working with people is a very personal thing. Education seems to need personal contact, classroom training. It provides the opportunity to ask questions. It provides the opportunity for confidence. It seems more difficult to be as confident just by learning something at home compared to learning it in the classroom. So our strategy is that people do their basic learning at home, and then they come to have confirmation of what they've learned in classroom and to learn a little bit more. So it seems to be a good combination.
Okay, Dr. John, for me, I think it's enough. It's good information. We want to thank you, your interview, and your words and your experience. Have you been in Barcelona before? Sometimes?
I've been in Barcelona twice before. Once about 10 years ago for a meditation conference in Sitges, and another time about 6 years ago for a conference like this in Sitges. But this is the first time we got to see the Picasso Art Museum and understand how his art grew, and to understand the nature behind Gaudi's wonderful architecture. And it's quite amazing.
Yes. Yeah. And do you have any idea? Have you scheduled to make a conference in Barcelona or in Madrid, in Spain, in the next months?
There'll be another conference in Barcelona or Madrid next year, operated by Quantum SCIO. They do it very well. The quality of the students and the teachers and the level of knowledge in Spain is exceptionally high. There are a lot of very smart, very competent people in Spain. Okay. Thank you very much for the interview. I hope it's useful to people, and thank you for being here too. Okay.
Same to you. Thank you very much, Dr. John. Okay. Nice to see you again.